Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome to Mario Maker Mayhem. So today, I wanted to do something a little bit different than gameplay, but don't worry, gameplay's coming back for tomorrow. I got some of your guys' levels that you submitted to me that will still be coming out, I promise. I'm still working on all that. But for today, we're going to do something a tiny bit different, and I wanted to go over my personal DLC tier list that I want to see for Mario Maker 2. So it's all sorts of different things, enemies, new things to the game, basically, and a few tweaks to some things that are already in the game as well. So very simple. Again, my tier list, very simple. If you've ever seen tier list, I'm pretty sure everyone has, but it's very simple. S top tier, that's what I want to see the most. And this is not a predictions video. I want to get that clear. It's not a predictions, just this is what I want to see, and I put it into a tier list for some reason. So S being the top, F being the bottom, but I didn't use tier F or tier E. So basically tier D is the lowest, and it's kind of like, tier D is like, meh, okay, it's nice, and I like it, but it's, it could go either way. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up to the what I want to see the most of. So very simple. We're going to start. Essentially, all three of these are the same thing. So you're going to see a bunch of different characters here. So who are they? Let's zoom in. All right, so you got Nabbit, you got Peach, and then Wario and Waluigi. What do I mean by this? We didn't get the mystery mushrooms back, so it was kind of sad. I was kind of a fan of that. I like the the costumes that of these other characters. I like that. And since, the characters, the playable ones we have in the game, Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadette, they all play the exact same. They all jump the same. They're the same. Can we at least get some more playable characters then? This is low on my list. It's not something that I'm like, yes, I need this. If it happens, cool. I'm okay with it, but at the same time, it's like, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, all right, I can live without it. I can live without it. So that's why all three of these are essentially the same thing. I'd like to see more playable characters. Very simple. I just want to see more playable characters. So and it doesn't just have to be Wario, Waluigi, Peach, Nabbit. It could be It could be Rosalina. It could be, you could even do other characters from Nintendo. You could maybe have a Link in there. You could have Donkey Kong, Samus, Pikachu, whatever it might be. I would like to see more playable characters. I think that'd be great. So move up to tier C. I don't remember what any of these are now. I'm kind of blanking on them. So let's just start here. Here we go. So this enemy, if you don't know, the name of the enemy is Rammerhead Shark. Now, or is it Rammerhead Shark or Rammerhead? Basically, Rammerhead. It's a hammerhead shark. They're pretty cool. So they are, I believe, exclusive to 3D World, and I'm fine with that. If you look at 3D World in the grand scheme of things in Mario Maker 2, it's missing quite a lot of stuff, and I'm not opposed to adding, something else exclusive to the 3D World, because that is the brand new theme. So maybe getting another, new toy or new enemy or new power-up, whatever it is, exclusive to that. I'm okay with that, but at the same time, let's bring some stuff to other, older existing styles that we already have in Mario Maker. But for this one, Rammerhead, the big reason I like this enemy and that I want to see it, I'm always big on enemies that, if they belong in like a certain sort of theme, like underwater levels with water. You could do the jungle level as well, but Rammerheads would be so cool just to see, in water levels. It'd be another awesome, kind of a little scary addition to, just water levels in general. I would love to see that. I hope he kind of gets in. It's not an enemy I see talked about too much, but it's an enemy I personally like, and he makes my list. I do hope. Well, I hope for all this stuff, essentially, but it'd be really cool to see Rammerhead Shark kind of get in, and we got a new little enemy to play with in DLC, for water levels. It'd be great. So let's move to the next one. Who do we got? This one is not an enemy. It's not a power-up. It's an actual, how can I say it? It's like a platform. It's a new platform. You know how, and I'm not saying this would be like for all styles, for gameplay. Mario Bros, Mario Bros 3, Mario World, New Soup, and then 3D World. I think this would be awesome addition. So what is it called? It's the triangle block. It's very simple to use. Basically, you place these at a corner with a wall. So basically, you place the triangle, and Mario can, or whoever your playable character is, run straight at it once they get enough speed. They run up the triangle, and they're able to run up a wall, which I think would be actually really, really cool addition. You can make some really cool vertical levels, sub area vertical levels, where you run up a wall. You got to maybe dodge a couple of enemies, jump to a platform, do another run, and then keep going up, and then just kind of keep going up and up and up until you got to get to the pipe or the door to get back to the main world. Something like that would make for some pretty awesome sub levels. I cannot lie. I want to see this. But again, it's only what tier C for me. Let's hold up here. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, tier C. But it's still something cool. I like it, and it's not. Again, these aren't things that are talked about too much in terms of what a lot of people like to see. Again, personally, this is my personal list of stuff I'd like to see, so I think Triangle Block would be awesome. So let's move to the next one, which is the Cannon Box. Now, Cannon Box, I believe, is exclusive to 3D World for a power-up, and again, going back to Rammerhead, I'm fine with 3D World because, again, 3D World is missing so much that I'm okay if they add, another one or two things exclusively for 3D World. But again, if you're going to do that, give us some more stuff for the older styles as well. But so Cannon Box, another power-up, Mario wears it as a hat and he can start shooting cannons. Be really cool to be able to take out a lot of cool enemies and stuff like that. Again, just something that kind of goes with a style that we have in the game. That could use quite a bit more, and I like the Cannon Box. Power-ups, I think that is something we could definitely use quite a bit more of. I only have a few on my list that I really would like to see, but Cannon Box definitely is one of them, so yeah, I got that there. Last, or technically the first one, whatever, however you want to say it, last thing for Tier C is I love this, the Roulette Box. So if you don't know what it is, the Roulette Box is very simple. It's an item box, and it's got 4 items in it, and it rotates, or, kind of just goes through it. Like, every second it flashes up something else. So you could throw 4 different power-ups: a mushroom, a fire flower, a superstar, a cape, or, cat suit, whatever it might be. It just kind of rotates. So you basically hit the box, and then something comes out, and it might change as it's bouncing around. Roulette Box would be dope. Come on. You could put all sorts of weird sort of little enemies in there. Just think about that. Throw like kind of like a take your chance sort of idea for a level. Maybe somebody can design like a level where you have to get I don't know, take your chance. So there'd be like 1 power up and then like 3 enemies, and you got to defeat the enemy. Just kind of like a cool little theme, something like that would be pretty nice. So Roulette Block, I think, could really add something sort of different, and that's what I like about it. I really would like to see the Roulette Block. That's why it's on my list. So we'll move up to the B tier, I suppose, if we want to call it that. Yeah, let's start with this one. What was this one? Another power up that I really want to see, the actual hammer suit, where Mario legitimately will throw hammers. I want to see that. Again, this doesn't have to be exclusive for the Mario Bros. Style. It doesn't have to be, but if it is, I mean, okay, but I still think it could work in every single style. So it's a new power up, and I think if you can get a new power up, why not, right? Who doesn't want to see more power-ups at this point? Me? Wait, what? No, I do want to see more power-ups. I definitely do. So, yeah, I got the hammer suit right there. Next up, we have Ice Flower, another power-up. I mean, this one was supposedly leaked a couple months ago, I believe. Ultimately, that turned out to be fake from the magazine. But Ice Flower, come on, another awesome power-up you could do. Chuck some ice balls and freeze an enemy. That'd be pretty cool to see. Again, there's a lot of kind of physics involved there. Like, how does the enemy, how many hits would it take to freeze an enemy? Maybe they're all exactly the same. How would they, then you turn them into a block of ice and then they go sliding, and you got to worry about that. But this isn't trying to get into all the logistics of everything. This is just kind of what I want to see. So another power-up, Ice Flower, again, does not have to be exclusive to one style, but if it was, probably New Soup, I'd say. New Super Mario Bros. U. That's probably where that would go. So, yeah, and then the last, or the first one, I believe this is an enemy, and I debated putting this character, this enemy, I should say, in Tier A, but dropped him down just a little bit. Spike. Come on. Nintendo's been using Spike quite a bit as of late. I believe he was a playable character in Mario Tennis Aces. Plus, he's just a very awesome, unique sort of enemy. So he's, I believe he's an actual Koopa, if I'm not mistaken, but what he's holding is this little spike bar, and what he does, he kind of throws it and it just rolls. Obviously, don't touch it, it damages you, or it can, end your life in the game. So, plus, I believe, doesn't he also throw, like, boulders at you as well? So he's got kind of 2 different variants of Spike, which, again, makes it pretty unique. He throws actual objects at you, which... sure, we have Hammer Bro chucking actual hammers at you. Fire Bro doing the same thing, but do we really have a lot of enemies that really chuck stuff at you? So, I don't think we do, unless I'm just forgetting a whole bunch right off the top of my head. But Spike, come on, he'd be such a cool character, such a cool enemy to finally see in the game, and I think a lot of people would enjoy that. So, yeah, I got Spike on my list. Let's go over here. So, Tier A, right? Tier A has the most that, that's in the T's. So let's just go quick through these. All right, so first up, these 3 that are coming up, this one included, are all bosses, pseudo-bosses, however you want to say it. First one is Boss Bass. For water levels, just imagine kind of like, it's similar to like the Angry Sun. It chases you, and if it gets you, you're done. One shot, you're done. Doesn't matter if you have a power-up. Boss Bass finishes you completely. You're donezo. So that's one thing I really wanted to see in Mario Maker 2, and so fingers crossed for DLC. We just get more boss-like enemies into the game for pretty much every style. I'm just gonna say every style. Throw them all in there. So there's Boss Bass. This one is Big Boo. Probably would be exclusive maybe to at least the Ghost House theme. Similar to, I guess, how Boss Bass would pretty much be similar to just, maybe underwater levels or just jungle levels. I think, waters with level. Levels with water. Try that again. There we go. So, fits with one certain theme. Ghost House is missing so much overall for every style, so why not get their own little boss? I think that'd be great. So Big Boo there. And then the last one would be Reznor. Something you could technically throw Reznor everywhere because he's more of a fortressy, because that's kind of where he originated from, a fortress, but there's not really a fortress theme in Mario Maker 2, so I guess maybe exclusive to castles, but I think you could kind of throw Reznor anywhere. But anyway, Reznor, they're awesome. There are 4 of them. They sit on these little blocks. You have to hit from underneath to blop them off, and then they're done. So basically, hit them underneath, there goes one. But they're on this rotating wheel. There's 4 of them. They do spit fireballs after a little while in intervals. So they got obstacles you got to dodge, and I think you can make some really cool setups with the Reznor. So he definitely on my list of stuff. Moving on, we have, it says Super Mario Bros. 2, but essentially I really do want to see another new theme, whether it's Super Mario Bros. 2, whether it's Super Mario 64, whether it's Mario Odyssey, whether it's whatever it might be. I just want to see a new theme in general. It's very high up, but for my personal ones, but not at the very top. I can live without it, but it's something that I really do want to see. And plus, some people definitely think they kind of hinted at a way, because when you look at the themes, Mario 3D World is all by itself. There's an empty space right next to it on the select screen. Maybe there's plans. Hopefully. Fingers crossed for that. But let's see. What do we got next? Okay, so let me explain this. Yes, Porky Puffer is in the game already. We know that. This one, this is where I kind of tweak something that's already in the game. Let's get Porky Puffer in all styles. Not just, I don't understand, I think a lot of people agree with this. I don't see why Porky Puffer was exclusive to 3D World when he originated in much older games. I'm fine with him being in 3D World. Don't get me wrong, he's fine there, but can we just get him in other styles, if not pretty much all the styles that we have? Can we just do that? I think that's simple and easy to do, so... yeah, same with Fire Bro. Same thing. He originated in older games. It makes no sense why he's exclusive to 3D World. Just put him in other styles. Very simple. Porky Puffer. So again, since we already have Hammer Bro in the game, now we have Fire Bro. Why don't we have the third other most popular one, Boomerang Bro? Doesn't that just make the most sense? Get out of here. Yeah, not you. Hold up, there we go. All right, but doesn't that just make sense? Just have three main bros: Fire, Hammer, Boomerang Bro. Plus, maybe you could turn Boomerang Bro into a boomerang suit. That could be a power up as well. Who knows? That's just my thought. So quite a bit in Tier A, but let's get to Tier S. The three. These are three things that I know there's 4 question mark blocks, but you'll see it in a second. So these are the top 3 things I absolutely want to see added into Mario Maker 2. They're all enemies. Very simple. So, and again, put them in all styles. I don't know why the sprite looks like this. It's Rex. The purplish dinosaur thing. I'm colorblind, so it might be blue, but purple or blue dinosaur from Super Mario World. He's really cool. I like him. You hit him once, and he just flattens in half, and he still runs around and can still damage you. So you got to hit him twice to officially KO him, get him off the screen, get rid of him, whatever you want to call it. Rex is one of my all-time favorite enemies. That's why I want to see him on here. So, very simple. Pretty much that's what I'm going to say about all these. Some of my all-time favorite enemies. Let's just get them in the game. Next up, another older enemy. Again, don't know why the sprite looks like that, but Dino Rhino / Dino Torch. So if you don't know what they are, the big one here on the left, Dino Rhino, basically if you hit it, it becomes a smaller Dino Torch. Now Dino Torches can shoot flames upwards and so horizontally and vertically they can do that. But it's not they're not stationary. They will chase after you. They are aggressive. You change directions, they'll change directions after you. So they're a cool little enemy. It's like a 2-in-1 enemy. I like that. So plus you could do some really cool things if Rex and Dino Rhino got in the game as, you know, actual sort of dinosaur levels. Come on, that'd be kind of cool. So Dino Rhino's definitely up there. And here we go. Next up, Charge and Chuck. Where's our Chucks at? We need Charge and Chuck. Absolutely. Can we just get Charge and Chuck in the game? He's more than a meme character. He's awesome. He was in 3D World, wasn't he? So you can put him in 3D World style as well. Add something new to that. Add him to every single style we already have. That's all I ask, right? Charge and Chuck. I don't think I'm alone on that one. And last one, most people will probably guess this. It's not a secret at all. I've been very big on Pokies as well. We finally have a desert theme. Why don't we have the most iconic enemy that goes in the desert theme? Still blows my mind that didn't happen. Again, fingers crossed for DLC, but Pokey is the last. So there you go. Quick recap. Top 3 enemies I really want to see. Technically, there are 4, but one of them's technically 2-in-1. So Pokey, Charge and Chuck, and then the Dino Rhino / Torch and Rex. Those are the 4 enemies I want to see the most. And then slightly below that, let's get Fire Bro and Porky Puffer in every style. And then since we already have Fire Bro and Hammer Bro, might as well just give us Boomerang Bro. Very simple. Then we need a brand new style. Come on, let's face it. Everybody wants to see a new style, I'm pretty sure. Then we got more bosses. Very big on seeing more bosses. We got, of course, Reznor, Big Boo, and Boss Bass. Self-explanatory, like I did a little bit earlier. And then moving down another tier, we have Spike. Really awesome enemy. We've got a couple new power-ups that I'd like to see. The Ice Flower and the original hammer suit, or actually Chuck's hammers, would be pretty dope. Then we got a few items. The roulette box, I'd love to see that. You could do some cool things with that. The cannon box, totally fine making that exclusive to 3D World. No problem with that. Triangle block, I think you could throw it in every step. Maybe not 3D World. It could still work, but it might be weird. But at least triangle block. And then new water enemy, the Rammerhead Shark. Get him in there. And then last but not least, just to see more playable characters. Pretty simple. So none of them do anything different than the other one, so why not just give us more characters? Anyway, that is it for my little DLC tier list of stuff that I would love to see. Again, these are my opinions. These are not predictions. These are just things I want to see that I put into a tier list form. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your guys' top things you want to see for DLC in Mario Maker 2. Whether it's enemies, power-ups, new characters, new whatever it might be. What do you want to see? Let me know that stuff in the comments. Anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, this is Mario Maker Mayhem.